Hi guys, welcome to Club Halo. I'm gonna look at this chat right now. So if you guys could look at the bottom of your screen, or if you're on like a different device, it's a little like bubble to talk. It's the chat bubble, and you can go in and type a message. So I'll say hi, and it'll come to everyone. So you can say your name and where you're from. Hi, Gavin. Hi, Evietta. I said hi to everyone. So throughout the call tonight, you guys can get on there and tell us your name and where you're from. So we'd love to know where everybody's from and, anything that you want to share. Gavin, oops, I see you. Sophie says hi. Chelsea says hi. We're excited. There's Kayla from Jefferson City. Hi, Kayla. Who else is on here? Hi from Bonner Springs, Kansas. Awesome. Anyone else? Okay. Well, if you want to let us know throughout the chat, if you're already a Club Halo member and you want to get your points, if you put your name and where you're from in the chat box, we can definitely give you your 200 points for being here tonight. So I'm going to get started. Welcome to Club Halo. This is our first call. We're so excited. I want to introduce myself. I'm the founder of HALO. So I'm going to talk a little bit about how HALO started and what we do, and why we do it. HALO started about 15 years ago, and we started because I took a trip to a country called Honduras, and I met this little girl. You see the little girl in the yellow dress? Her name is Daisy, and I met her. She was 6 years old, and I was in a little shop and I was getting a lemonade, and Daisy tugged on my shirt and asked me for my water. And when I looked down, I noticed that Daisy didn't have any shoes, that her clothes were filthy, and that she hadn't showered for days. And so I asked her, where did she sleep at night? Where are her parents? And she didn't have a mom or dad or anyone to take care of her. And she slept on the streets. And the other kids that were with her, there were 11 of them. Then they traveled together and they slept on the street together. And that bag that she's carrying was all their belongings. And so I wrote a bunch of people back home from Honduras. I wrote to them and asked them if we could get money for shoes at least, because their shoes or their feet were all cut up, and the concrete was really hot there because the weather's so hot. And so they sent me money in the mail to get shoes for the kids. So if you see, I'm washing the feet of that little girl just to clean them up before we put her shoes on. But that's when I knew that all we need to do is let other people know about what's going on and ask for help, and we can make a difference, right? So I came back to the US, and I used to run a martial arts school, like a karate school. And I had a bunch of students in there, and I would tell them about Daisy and all the kids that I had met on my travels, and they wanted to do something to make a difference. And so they said, hey, why don't we do a fundraiser? And I said, yeah, great. This is great. Let's do a fundraiser. What do you guys want to do? They said, well, maybe because we do karate, let's do a board breakathon. So what we did is they made this up. They wanted to break as many boards as they could in 30 seconds, and they would get sponsors. So they would go to people and say, if I can break, will you give me $1 a board? Or will you give me 10 cents a board? And people said yes. And so they ended up raising enough money for all these kids that you see that say, thank you, board breakathon. They were kids that were in a massive tsunami, which is like a big wave that takes over an area, and they had lost their parents. And so the kids in the US raised enough money for those kids to be able to have a place to sleep at night and food every day, and to be able to go to school and be able to have a normal upbringing. So that is how HALO got started. Like, the whole thing started because kids had the heart to want to give, and they made a difference. So it was really, really awesome. And from that, we had a couple of kids that really did really amazing things. We had a kid named Jimmy Sakovich that did his own boxcar race. We had another kid that made blankets for kids. I mean, we had hundreds of kids that came out of that did their own thing, came up with their own idea, like a lemonade stand to doing a little baseball tournament. And they raised money to be able to help other kids in need, which is what Club HALO is all about. So I really want you guys to think about that tonight, and how might you be able to help kids in need? It's about, not just about raising money, but other things too, like learning about them and being able to do things that might help them out. And we'll learn more about that later. But I want to, before we go any further, I want to introduce actress Sophie Grace, who is a 16-year-old Emmy Award winning star of the Babysitters Club, Kristy Thomas. And she is our first Club HALO sorry, that was my son. She's our first Club HALO ambassador. And she has the heart to give, and really, really wants to make an impact in the world. Sophie has been a leader for this for us, and we're so grateful. So I'll let you go ahead and take it over, Sophie.
Hi, I'm Sophie. It's really nice to be talking to you guys, and I am so glad you all joined Club HALO. I joined Club HALO as the Club HALO ambassador because I want to encourage action and bring new energy to helping end childhood homelessness.
So Sophie, is there anything that you wanted to share today with the kids, as far as like the things that you think are cool since you've been on the Club HALO site, the different ways that you can get involved and that sort of thing?
So when I go onto the Club HALO site, I really like how like I can already see the other kids like redeeming their points to get those like mosquito nets and the soccer balls for kids all around the entire world. And it's so important for kids to like be a part of the community and help other kids to, it helps really like build character and morals. And I mean, it's always a good thing to help out,
That's right. So as far as the maybe a challenge you might have for the kids, do you have anything that you would like to see from other Club HALO members once they sign up?
Okay. A challenge that I have for the other Club HALO members is I want you all to join me to complete the Change That Counts challenge. It's just 25 cents for one meal, and our goal is to provide 4,000 meals from Club HALO by the end of October. And food is just one of HALO's greatest needs, and I know we can make this happen. We can make it happen, right? Right, guys? Tell me in the chat and give me a thumbs up in your video to let me know that you will be joining.
Yeah. So awesome. This is Chaden, my little guy, and he was trying to do it on his own computer, but there we go. That's good. Go for it. There we go. Oh, look.
I love the thumbs up. This is so exciting.
What's the ID?
That's okay. We're good. Okay. So what else, Sophie, as far as like your social media and that sort of thing, how can kids get in contact or follow you basically so that they can watch what you're doing at Club HALO?
Okay, so my main form of social media is my Instagram. That's an account that I actually run and that I post things off of, and that my username is Real Sophie Grace. Make sure to follow it because I post a ton of like HALO updates, and I'll always be posting when we have like meetings like this or for special challenges. I'll definitely see it all over my Instagram. Yeah, it's right there in the chat, Real Sophie Grace. And I'm excited to have a bunch of followers that also want to change the world.
Absolutely. So as far as when you get into Club HALO and you're logged on, we'll get to see you actually in there and being involved and doing challenges and all of that, right?
Oh, absolutely. Are you kidding me? We're going to be having a blast together.
Today. Yeah, it'll be awesome. So, at this point, Sophie, thank you. Toward the end of our call, we want to do a group photo on Zoom with Sophie and everyone. But now I'd like to introduce you to Christina Cummins to share how Club HALO works.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for being here. So you're going to see my face a lot as I'm going to help you all through Club HALO. If you have any questions throughout the process or whenever, you'll see my little bubble. So always feel free to reach out to me. And so here's how you get started. So you should have got an invite email. And so then you have your email and the password that you created, and you just get to go ahead and sign on in. And you get exposed to this awesome world of so many things that you can do. So one of the big things is challenges, like Sophie Grace was saying with the Change That Counts challenge. That's one of the many things that you can do in the Club HALO Hub, and they're organized by different kind of areas. So build our community. If you want to really build our Club HALO community and fundraise and get out there, you could head over to that blue square, and it has a bunch of different challenges for you to fundraise. If you really like doing art workshops, you can go to Healing Through Art and do a bunch of art activities. If you want to learn more about HALO and just educate yourself about youth homelessness, educate yourself in the green tab. And so you can find all those different challenges within each different channel, and you get to choose what you want to do. With each challenge, you'll earn points that you'll be able to redeem later for rewards. And one of the things that's really exciting about Club HALO with the rewards is you don't just get to redeem rewards for yourself. I mean, you can, but just like your giving heart and your compassion, you can buy a soccer ball for a HALO youth, or you can use your points and buy a mosquito net for one of the HALO kids that we serve in Uganda. And through all of that you'll do in Club HALO, you can level up and you earn badges throughout this. So Avietta, we kind of took a screenshot of what you've already done in Club HALO, and you earn badges along the way with different things that you do. If you do 3 art challenges, you get a badge. And the more that you use this system and the more you get badges, you get to level up and get more opportunities, and you get higher up on the leaderboard that you can see a screenshot of that there. So see, Sophie Grace is there. Catch up. Let's go. Then the other cool thing about Club HALO is you get to talk to each other. This isn't just on your own. You can do it at your own pace, but the cool thing is that you can actually talk with each other. You can either create a new topic. So if you have a really big question about, like, what does youth homelessness look like in your area, you can go ahead and create that own topic. And then other people like we have here can just reply, and you could talk to each other and continue to build relationships and meet other people who are passionate about ending youth homelessness. And then one of the bigger aspects that we know you all are really good at is talking to people and getting them involved. And so we call this a referral, where you invite people to join Club HALO with you, just like Sophie Grace did with all of you. So you just put in their name and their email, or you could also just send them a link, and that would be getting them involved in Club HALO. And one of the things about Club HALO that is unique is that we have organized it so that if you're 12 and under, there are certain challenges really geared towards your age and what you are capable of doing, and all of the awesomeness there. And then we also have different activities for the 13 to 18-year-olds to gear more towards them. And then within that, because everyone has the same purpose, we also have challenges and activities for everyone. So you get to meet people your age, younger and older, while making a difference. So what do you think? If you have questions about Club HALO, go ahead and throw them into the chat right now. In a few moments, we'll have time to answer a few questions, but we want this place to be for you. You're the ones making the difference. You're the ones that started HALO from the beginning with the board breakathon. Kids and young people your age really make a difference, and you're taking the lead on this. And we're just here to make this platform and Club HALO everything that you want it to be and more. So feedback, asking about challenges that you want in the future, asking about certain rewards for HALO kids, or rewards that you would want or your friends would want to get them involved. We want your thoughts. You matter, and you're making this platform in this world a better place. So with that, let's answer some questions. Do we got
Okay,
some
we had a
questions
couple
out
of
there,
questions.
Kayla?
Yes. Okay. So our first question, okay, Sophie Grace, you unmuted. I'm glad. Your first question is for you. And it came from our friend Alba in Madrid, and she submitted it on the ClubHALO Hub. She wanted to know, what is your first reaction when you heard about ClubHALO and what inspired you to join?
So not to get too sad, but the homeless crisis has like always genuinely pulled at my heartstrings. Like any city I went in, and you see like neighborhoods of tents, and it's just, those are human beings. And I'm still a kid, so you always think when you're a kid, like, what can you really do to change the whole world? But I met this incredible woman. And one day we just got coffee in Fargo, North Dakota, and she told me all about, love you, Chantel, if you're on here, but she told me all about ClubHALO, this organization that she was like involved in, and I was like, I need to be a part of that. Like, I absolutely need to be a part of it, because it is so easy, and you're genuinely making a change. Like, you are genuinely making someone able to like eat for a week, or not have to like sleep outside in the rain for a little while. Like, being a part of this it just makes me feel like what I'm doing matters a little more, And I just think it's such an incredible organization, because it is targeted to kids for other kids. And I think that's just amazing to lift each other up. And I'm glad I'm a part of it. So.
That's a great answer. Thank you for that. We also had a question from Vera that said, anyone have ideas for really little guys, 2 and 5? And I will say the first part of that, and someone else, if you have a great answer to that. I have a 2-year-old, and every year she makes finger painted art, and it is stunning, clearly. And then we sell it to our friends and family, and all the proceeds go right back to HALO. So it doesn't even matter how little you are, you can make a huge difference. And that's a good thing to start instilling in very little people. And then anybody else have a thought on that?
I mean, I would say for the 5-year-old, on the ClubHALO site, there's a bunch of challenges, and I think there's some that are really great, where they can do a lemonade stand, or do their own type of fundraiser, whatever they're into. Maybe it's soccer, and organize a little soccer game for the neighborhood or something like that, with your help, obviously. But
I love that. Okay, and then I think this is our final question from Chaden. When is the next meeting? Can you help us with that, Christina?
Good question. You're going to have to keep your eye out on the ClubHALO channel now that you're all in it, or soon to be in it. And we'll be pushing that out through the website. So probably keep your eye out come the new year, let's say.
Okay, I think that's awesome. We did have one last question I see here. I wanted to know if we'll ever get the chance to travel to meet the children of ClubHALO. I think that's awesome. That's a great question. Let's put that on our radar.
Sophie goes, I'll do it. Let's go.
Yes, we will find them.
Okay, and also, and how do we donate? That's a good question.
When it comes to the meeting the kids, would you guys like it if we had some of the kids join the Zoom at some point, so you could meet them and maybe talk to them a little bit about their lives? I think that might be really interesting, depending on where they live, obviously, and if they're at school or what they're doing. But I think it'd be really cool. So we'll definitely keep a note of that, and we'll try and figure out how to bring kids. And some of the kids live in the United States, guys, so we could have some kids from the US that join as well.
And as far as how to donate, you can do that if you're in the ClubHALO Hub. All of your challenges, you can cash in for rewards that are going to go to help ClubHALO or help HALO kids. And if you want to give directly to HALO, you can do that right on our website at haloworldwide.org.
So talking about the Change That Counts fundraiser that Sophie challenged us to do, that is a challenge that's on the ClubHALO site, and it's a box that you can get. Will you go get our change box? It's in that. That you get in the mail, and then you collect your own coins. And so every 25 cents is a meal. And we've been doing it for a while. I think, can you tell them about that? Show. So there you go. That's a change box. So that's a really good way to donate. So we'll send you one in the mail, you get on, and it's one of the challenges. And Sophie, you said your goal was how much? How many meals?
For October,
Yes,
4,000.
4,000 guys. I think
we can do it.
that.
We can absolutely do it.
I think so. So get on and sign up to get a box, and we'll send you one in the mail, and you just keep it, and then your mom can send a check in for the amount that's in the box, or you can take it to the bank and get it turned into like a cash order or something like that, and then you just send it in. And if you're in the local area, you can drop it off at a HALO location. Is there
Amazing.
anything else?
Yeah, so for any questions that we missed, or if you have other questions that you're thinking of, throw them in the chat, and then on the ClubHALO website, we'll add like questions that we missed, or even questions that we did answer. So you could always go back to it and catch up on those. All right. So now here's what you gotta do. Now you gotta log in, you gotta check it out, you gotta get to work, making a difference, do some challenges. There's always going to be new stuff rotating in the system. So if you're like, I did all my art challenges, there's 5 more. You missed them. Go again. They're always going to be rotating. Rewards. You think you got all the rewards? Nah, there's 3 more that you didn't even think about could be a possibility. So keep logging in, make that difference. And you and all the other amazing children are just going to make the world such a better place by ending childhood homelessness. And then with that, folks, we got to take a group picture. Y'all ready? I'll give you a few seconds if you wanted to turn on your camera. If you don't want to, you don't have to. Oh, look, we got in the car motivation. All right.
Yep, we do.
My dog came to join for the group picture. All right, here we go. I'm going to count to 3, and then we're going to take a picture. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Amazing.
Awesome. So before we are done, I just want to say thank you guys. We're so excited to be to have you guys part of this. Now our job is to spread the word and invite people to be part of ClubHALO. So just getting people to come on and be part of this is going to spread the word and, help us to hit our goals. Those 4,000 meals, I think we can do it if we all do it together and get other kids to get on and play with. It'd be awesome if you have your own friends on there so that you can, do things and talk to them back and forth, and everybody making good goals together. So thank you so much for being here and for putting your compassion into action.
Bye.